It's that time again. Your favorite doom scrolling Twitter, the pulse of the news information flow. Twitter's very interesting, friends, because it is literally the front end of the news information curve. The problem is, when we say it has all the information, we really do mean all the information. It has everything. Oh, I farted today. Let me go tweet about it. So we have to siphon and filter through all of these, all right? So that's why you watch me, highest value content in crypto. The first message we have here, doom scrolling. I used to think my next promotion would take a long time. After all, it's a senior upper leadership position. Not easy to get there. And then this gentle lady goes on to speak about numerology. Numerology aligned me precisely that I got promoted shockingly fast. Well, you know, you don't have to live in a world where you are begging to be promoted, dare I say. You know that. Crypto, high growth technology growing at double-digit rates. I mean, huge, right? The stock market grows at 8% per year. Crypto is growing at about 60% per year, 60 to 70% per year. So it's literally crushing the bones of everything else, literally everything, okay? The problem, though, is, you know, there's a lot of coins. Which ones do you get into? But that's why I want to remind you, friends, just so you keep it in your peanut brain like mine, that we are in the best place to be. Even though this business cycle has been taken, it's sweet-ass time. Let's play some Pikachu in the Jungle music. Okay, we have Mr. Cold here just talking about Oscar the Grouch. Don't even know what that's referencing. We have this gentle soap. Giga is the most interesting coin by far. We've never seen a coin composed predominantly of normies. We've never seen a coin based on the current biggest meme on the planet. We've never seen a coin building the first decentralized company. We kind of have, but, you know, if you want to play into the dream, it is what it is. Now, friends, remember Giga, G-I-G-A, I think it's one of the Morad coins. It's on Solana. I think we do have one on PulseChain out here. So, Giga, do you remember, was top ticked by Kraken. Kraken listed Giga literally here, and then it went down only. Like, it was kind of crazy, friends. Giga did 13 green monthly candles in a row, and then 90% drop. So this is just, friends, this is like Bitcoin dominance. You know, Bitcoin dominance going up and up and up and up and up and up. Just let me show you what it was like, right? This is, see, it's just like, oh my gosh. There's no, it's never coming down. And look at this, look at what it did. Look what it did. Okay, it won't come down. It won't come down. It won't come down. Oh my gosh, it's never coming down at all. Oh my gosh. And then what happens is it does come down eventually. And this is a big move down. So I'm not saying Bitcoin dominance is going to drop 90%, but yes, these things that do go up forever, guess what? They tend to go down forever as well. Hopefully, Giga continues the upward stream because we do have a MemeCoin SuperCycle still underway. Everyone relates to it, and it's all cool for everyone out here. The Driven Man. You are braver than you think and capable of more than you imagine. You know, whenever I read stuff like this, I always see if there's a secret code on the way down here, but I don't think there's anything here. So yes, you are. So this person has just tweeted a pump fund address. Yeah, so these addresses out here, you know what the game is. I'm not even going to bother looking at it. Probably some JPEG. It's always a JPEG. It's always a JPEG of sorts. And yeah, that's the game. No crying in the casino. Like, we're at the point now, you know what you sign up for. You know. There's no crying now. Oh no, this person scammed me. Just shut up, dude. Literally just shut up. Oh no, I went to one of Brazil's most dangerous gang areas with my gold necklace at 3 a.m. I got robbed. Okay, man. All right. Sorry. Can you, like, not do that next time? You learned. All right. Shane Hart here. Got some new equipment type stream. Probably play Schedule 1 again. This is awesome.
Feedback.
So Shane Hart, Richard Hart's DNA confirmed the brother. Okay. No one's seen the test results yet. DNA confirmed. I like your style. So the mustache is great. Just to let you know, your mustache is great. The blonde hair, it does suit you because you look like you're like a non-serious, you look like a character now, like a GTA character pretty much. Yeah, I also like your outfits and stuff out here. And that microphone that you have, that's really cool. That's the I'm going to interview people in public type of microphone. So it's just, we're ready to go, friends. We go. PulseChain's going to hit, man. It's going to, when we hit this, friends, we've got literally Shane Hart ready to go. He's going to go around to local people. Okay, he's literally going to talk to them about stuff. And like, because, okay, you got nothing to talk about right now except red candles. No one cares. But when he says to them, hey, do you know what this item is? Okay. And he just puts it away like a magician. And then he just shows them a chart. Hey, this coin went up, 40 times the money or 20 times the money. That's what we're waiting for. So what are the communities talking like this, dude? They're not, friends. They're not. And if they are, it's Bitcoin. Okay, your 2 trillion valuation, 100K. HWY BTC. Until we 100x HEX, Jimrat is king of this community. So he is, I think this guy's a Bitcoin maxi. I think he's been doing a lot of anti-Richard Hart posts out here and anti-Hex. I don't blame you, man. Of course, dude. You gotta blame someone, A cloud's gonna have to get yelled at by someone. But like I said to you, it's outside of our control. Case in point, we killed off the SEC. Did the price change? No. Got some other lovely comments out here. She used to be for the streets. Now she's for the tweets. Ooh. How about she's for nothing? Why don't you, sir, be for the pegs? Let's check him out, Mr. Faded out here. Crypto and AI Accelerator. Oh, ambassador for OkeX and wallet. Right. What does ambassador mean? You just tell people to go onto there. Can you guys list PulseChain again? How about that? Pondering alternate timelines where WinterMute never existed as a market maker. Very interesting. So this is Damo as well. WinterMute is delta neutral. Who paid you a 500K month to say this? So friends, that's why highest value content in crypto, you don't know what the hell they're talking about. I actually do. Okay, so I'll explain it to you. So she said, pondering alternate timeline where WinterMute never existed. So WinterMute is public enemy number 1 in crypto. Any coin they get signed up to do market making for goes to shit. But like we've seen enough examples now where like every coin goes to poop anyway, So, but my WinterMute, they get given a normally large amount of supply. They because they have a big professional service and their name is out there. They're used by everyone to distribute on people and for founders and stuff to exit. Okay. And then this reply, WinterMute is delta neutral. So he's replying because when WinterMute is called out, they say, no, you have a mistake. We're delta neutral. We're delta neutral. What they mean is they're short on one area and they're long another area. And they're saying people can only see the shorts on one position. They can't see the longs on how they're delta neutral, everyone else. But we don't really just be honest, friends. I've traded a long time. They're full of shit. Okay. When they say they're delta neutral, what they really mean is they have a statistical model and they say, okay, you're a random shit coin. So if Bitcoin drops 5%, you're going to drop 20%. That's their statistical model. So then they hedge with Bitcoin. Okay. But your coin's still going to zero. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So, oh yeah, we're delta hedge here, but they're making money on it. So that's pretty much what they say, right? Dunebug, who paid you 500K a month to say this? So this is another inside joke because there's a coin, friends, recently all over Twitter. They've been talking about a lottery, a new gambling thing called Luck.io. I think what it is. If I can see Luck.io. So here he is. Scooter explaining. Apparently the Luck.io payment list has leaked and there are numbers for the highest paid influencers. Friends, these are all Soilana. These are all, a lot of these are LA Vape Cabal people. And Twitter, yeah, LA Vape Cabal. These are insiders. FaZe Banks, $700,000 a month. Ansoy, $400,000 a month. Soldier Key, $400,000. GG, that's the prostitute cabal. Remember GG, giant gums, inflated gums. She's a gum girl, right? Bet she's popular in the nursing homes. So Cozy, another, I think he's an insider of sorts. 200K, not sure there. Tether the Gamer. So these are just big time influencers or their names out here. But Scooter, friends, he's making, he makes a lot of like triggering, like he bends a lot of the truth and like he exaggerates a lot of the numbers. So this 700K a month, I don't know if these numbers are real. However, the real confirmed number is someone was apparently offered $500,000 a month. They were offered that. Okay. So Well, ain't no way they're paying a black pedophile who shows his ding dong to minors on live stream $200K a month. Yeah, so they just made $1 million today. Wow. So yeah, man, this is wow, that's crazy. This is it, friends. So I think these are the gentleman's FaZe Banks giving strangers free money. Oh, he's calling it HyperLiquid for casinos. So this is another part of the PsyOps terminology. They're saying it's HyperLiquid for casinos. The market hasn't realized how good this product is. Provably the safest and fairest product in the market. It's not even close. Imagine their entire rakeback bonus system was done with native luck token. Thing is inevitably out there. Well, HyperLiquid for casinos. That bar goes hard as F if you have an extra chromosome. So it's another online gambling, friends. I think it's like that stake thing. Remember that stake, friends, when BitBoy got, you know, how much they were making per month? Forgot what it was. Was it $1 million? I forgot how much they're getting paid per month for sponsorship. But they ended up getting squandered. I don't think it was $1 million or something out here. But yeah, that was crazy. Just, yeah, with these gambling things, it's straight gambling. There's no skill. It is pure gambling. If you have an issue with that, please go seek professional help because... yeah, there are no good stories there. Now, I know I'm wearing a hat that says this hat stays on Genius X, and we're all in crypto, and we are all in on altcoins as well, and we've been waiting 4.5 years. So you might say, oh, you're a gambler too. You're looking for that dopamine hit as well. I know. I'm not going to push back at any of that. I'm just telling you, though, you can use any label you want. Our bags are going to pump, though, okay? Because we have a statistical edge. It's just that you don't have a lot of N samples to show that they are statistically repeatable, because if you did, the edge would be going away. Shout out to the Black Sheep. The Black Sheep show out here. Happy birthday to you for the other day, sir, as well. Black Sheep. I believe he is a PDI believer. PulseChain. He's in PulseChain as well. So that's awesome out here. Wonderful to see. DGen Protocol. Guiding the DGen Protocol community. DeFi, passive income, everything out here. Don't trust. Verify. So I finally made it to the airport landing in DC. Just had to get closer to the situation so I can monitor it better. Might have to provide boots on the ground observation of Pentagon Pizza locations. So this is Tokes. So is this let's say Mr. Tokes here? Wow. So he's making a joke as in the Pentagon Pizza. Remember, friends, what's been happening is there are pizza shops around the Pentagon, and people are tracking their activity time, their activity. I think maybe the website views or whatever, or phone calls. And when they have spikes, right, people have noticed that when there's a spike in the pizzas, that there's going to be a big world event coming in the next few hours immediately. Sometimes within, like, you know, within an hour or something, right? Within sometimes minutes. And it's usually what it means is everybody at the Pentagon, they know this thing is happening. They're like, oh no, we're going to be on the phone lines all night. Let's order pizza. It's going to be a late one, right? So that's what happens, okay? But this person, what he's doing is he's going to go to the actual, he wants to go to the... the actual store. Is making a joke. Don't trust, verify. As in, like, let's go see if we can actually track the cars and stuff out here. More from Scooter. Shilling pump fund might even be worse than shilling a rigged casino because of how bad the odds are winning money on that poop platform. And Jaylene, I think she's a former Playboy playmate. She came into crypto. Remember, friends, I've showed you some pictures of her just for some eye candy. Maybe we'll come out here. Holy moly, look at that pink subscribe button. Wow. Nothing of interest here. Sausage legs. Andrew Tate. Recent studies who show men who carry purses also sit down to pee. Look, okay. Every guy who's been around knows she's full of shit. All right? I'll tell you that. Friends, don't believe this stuff. Okay, friends, if Andrew Tate called up this girl and said, come catch a plane to Romania, she will drop her panties, okay? Her cooch would already be halfway out the door. She wouldn't even bother booking a ticket. She'll just go there, she'll book it there, okay? They'll run straight away. But it is funny to see this posturing on here. Also, it's remember, men do the same thing as well. Ha ha ha! I have morals. I will never take payments for an altcoin. Introducing DentaCoin, a coin for your teeth. There was a DentaCoin, by the way. Just to let you guys know, friends, there was a DentaCoin. It's like, it's so funny as a meme, DentaCoin. And it was a dentistry altcoin. Good old DentaCoin. Ah, man, what a meme out here. Gosh, whatever happened? Token holders. Wow, man, it stayed at 53,000. So I guess the token price not even listed because it went to zero so hard. DentaCoin. Let's see if we can find the chart. Interesting. I mean, it looks exactly how you expect. Hey, it looks like the HEX chart. Oh, man, it's funny. But yeah, that's the thing, friends. So you need an edge, right? So like, yeah, look, okay, look. Here's another HEX chart. Okay, why is it different? Because you see two charts, they're both down 99%. Well, HEX has community members, logos, like do you even know what the DentaCoin logo looks like? Like, it better be a tooth, okay? If you're a dentistry coin, they can only have one logo. It better just be a literal, just a straight tooth. We have HEX conference, PulseChain conference, gonna have a PulseX conference, community, grassroots, 170 content creators. Have you ran into a DentaCoin maxi, you know, as of late, friends? So that's how you separate these. So that, like, if HEX does come back, when it does, hopefully everything does pump, you get to show people in your university class, oh, there's like 1,000 charts that are down 99%, but this was a community where the fundamentals were still strong despite the chart going down. That's why there are people who stayed holding and believe. On the next feed, friends, there's been a post here. There's some World War III joke starting. World War III Israel.
You guys ready for nuclear summer? Turns out Netanyahu was right this whole time. He was like, Iran's gonna bomb us. And look at what's happening. He's like, Iran's gonna bomb us. And we're like, what are you talking about? He's like, Iran's gonna bomb us. We're like, no, come on. He's like, Iran's gonna bomb us. And then all he had to do was bomb them first. Preemptive self-defense. People are saying, like, wait a second, if Iran was gonna bomb you, why would you bomb them first? That's not self-defense, that's an attack. Yes, if time moves forward. That's the paradigm that you're operating in.
So it's one of these higher level elevated jokes and stuff out here. Far cry from farty poopy jokes. So yeah, man, it's like, look, at least, look, I like seeing the fact that, oh, we got comedians joking about it now, because it's like, you know, can we like hurry up and like fade away from it so we can pump? That's what we want, man. That's what we want. So because if people are scared, too much fear, no one's joking about it. Now it's like, you know, at least you could see, we're starting to see that. It's interesting, right? It's one of these qualitative indicator stuff. So you don't have to look at the chart. You can, if you're not a chart person, you can say, oh, people like starting a joke about it. It might mean a lot of the fear part is over, or if it is over, it'll be like it won't last for long. That's something to think about. Rectomedes. It boggles my mind that the Treasury Secretary of the United States is talking about stablecoins 15xing in size over the next 5 years. Yet there are seriously people out there saying, no, 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 I don't think I want any exposure to that asset class. Interesting. And yes, stablecoin SuperCycle. Like, this isn't even contrarian anymore. It's literally just not being a complete curmudgeonly moron who refuses to embrace what's smacking them in the face every day. So, stablecoin SuperCycle, that's, friends, I'm out and reported on it. Yes, stablecoin SuperCycle is happening. But then, okay, what do you want to do now? Where do you want to invest? There's many options, right? That's why I like PDI, 400x upside if it hits $1. There are other options too. You know, you get some Chainlink. If you, by the way, if you're long pretty much anything related to Ethereum, you are by proxy long stablecoin SuperCycle, because Ethereum's got 55% of the stablecoins, real world assets, tokenization. Anything Ethereum linked, you are long stablecoin SuperCycle. So yes, even if you're long HEX, you are long stablecoin SuperCycle. Okay, because it means yes, Ethereum and all the goodies and everything comes out here. President Trump's new phone is expected to be made in China. Funny. Ah, man. How much? There's so much total psyops. But is it psyops, or is the media spinning words, or is it a bit of both? You tell me. Check this out. People work 8 to 10 hours a day for 50 years. They take 2 weeks of vacation per year. They sacrifice time with family and friends. They give up on their hobbies, all to pursue a currency that can be printed out of thin air. Now, link, friends, this account, literally, okay, they just basically straight copy-paste stuff that they find on the internet, just straight. Also, I think that account, be careful, they sell access to a group, but what they do is, I'm not joking, they literally, this account, this person, they post 12 coins, right? I'm not joking. 11 went to 0. One of them went up. They delete all 11. And then they just brag about that 12th one. And like the only way you'd find out is if you go to the comment section, people are saying, hey, I subscribe to your group. I'm giving you money. This thing's all a lie and a scam. They do that. So this person, it's kind of wild. This account doesn't even bother talking to its own audience. I don't think they even bother. It doesn't even reply. It just pretends they don't exist. So if you whinge about anything, they just literally ban, remove you. You just don't reply anything, and they just go continue with everybody else. So it's kind of like, it's just fascinating to see. But people are desperate, you know. People are desperate to make money. But yeah, that doesn't stop this from staying true. People working all these hours for 2 vacations a year. In crypto, man, we deserve it because we've been working. Like, you don't get to sleep properly. You know what I mean? Like, it's 24/7. It's destroying everyone. So, you know, here we have the Treasury. The Treasury Secretary just called Bitcoin and crypto the most significant phenomenon in the world right now.
This administration's commitment to digital assets, it's innovation because there's so many other things that happen around digital assets. And also, it's one of those things that it's one of the most important phenomena that's happening in the world, and the U.S. just ignored it.
So we agree. That's right. When you hear words like that, crypto is 3.4, 3.2, 3 trillion, whatever, right? But when you hear that, then the guy controlling access to the government printer, the government bonds, the government liquidity, when he's saying these things are phenomenon and it's important, it doesn't say to me, oh, we're at 3 trillion. Let's go stop at 5 and then go to 0. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about, man. I'm not, when I see that, like I'm trying to step outside the charts. I'm not seeing, oh, let's go to 5 and then go to 0. I'm not seeing that, man. I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing, let's go to 5, make everybody get scared and G, and then let's go to 10. Then we can go to 0. That's personally me. But then again, you and I are long and strong. Some say we're bag biased. You know what I say to those people? You won't be caught with my Pokeball if you're a soy boy. No love for soy boys. We're still going to make it. Business cycle's still cranking. Don't get scared. Okay, I'm just going to remind you every day, multiple times a day. If you wake up and we see some weird news like, oh, Donald Trump just started taking hormone blockers. You know what I mean? Like just something that just you're like, I didn't expect that. Right? I'm not just telling you, you can do what you want. I'm not clicking sell. I'm going to see it as pre-programmed FUD to continue the bull flag jittery action before the nipple pegging can commence. Like, subscribe, belly button, or catch you soon.